Morning everybody, this is getting just like clockwork, bang on 5:30. So yeah, the sun will just start its rise soon, and exactly as I said yesterday, early start, just to see how long this takes. So apparently 5 hours from here to Red Hut, and then another 4 to 5 hours to the road end. We'll see if we can do slightly better time than that, and I'll take you as I go. See ya. Well, I think we can finally see the lights of St Arnaud. Don't know if it'll come out on the camera, but just in there you can see some lights. So straight down this riverbed, and I got it wrong when I said the river crossings or the dangerous ones were done. There's warnings on this one as well to wait it out if there's bad weather. Obviously not our situation today, another beautiful day. Emma's, I can just see her down there and some orange markers in the distance, but they won't come out on the camera at the moment. Oh well, good morning. There's those first few rays of sunshine on the hills. Always a lovely feeling. Just going to head on, get to this hut. I've gone past Emma, she left a bit before me, but zip past her on the trail. I just want to see how long it takes to get there today. As I said, it says 5 hours to this next hut, then 4 to 5 hours to the road junction, and another couple of hours into St Arnaud. So it would make a long day, but if I can do a bit quicker, I might be able to tee up shuttles and stuff like that. And the next hut does have some Wi-Fi, so that's Red Hills Hut, or just a cell phone signal just past the hut. So I might be able to start making some arrangements while I wait for Emma. We'll keep going. I'll show you the trail as we go. Bye. So beautiful view again this morning, and we're just slowly declining down into this valley, and then we've got a solid climb out of it up to the hut. More stunning views. Every corner I come around just gets better and better. So that's the valley we were going down that I just showed you, and this is where we've come from. And here's old Super Kiwi. Well, I guess you got to put your trail markers where you got to put your trail markers. There's a little branch line in the middle of the pathway, jam it in some rocks and wire it on. Well, you can see the marker we've just popped out over there, and you got to look closely because it blends in. But there's a little pile of rocks, and that's actually our trail marker just over here. And we pop out here. Now it's scrambling time. We're going to scramble our way up here, get back onto the track. Well, I've just worked out the way out. You always drop into a valley and you wonder how you're going to get out of it. So we've got a river crossing over here, and you might be able to see the orange marker just on the other side here. And further up that hill, I don't know if it'll come out on the camera, but you can see us disappearing up this ridge here. I'm going to go up that little valley in between, just behind that hill with all the slips. And that's our way out to the hut. Well, I'm not quite sure how we get up to there, but definitely going to be a bit of scrambling going on. Well, we crossed that river at kilometre 1953. If you're zooming down here, if you wanted to push on past the hut and you didn't think you could get all the way to Red Hills, kilometre 1953, you can see quite a flat area on the bank there. As long as there was no risk of rivers rising, you could possibly camp there and you've got a water source. Here we go, Red Hills Hut. Just blended in amongst the trees there. Well, here's Red Hills. Definitely ability to put up a couple of tents just down here. It's a bit boggy coming in. You'd want to do it up here. And yeah, it does look pretty modern and flash. We'll have a quick look inside. Toilet was just back there. We've got some tank water. I won't go inside because my shoes are pretty messy. There we go. Another 6-bedder. Quite a good sized bench. And a little table just here in the corner. So here we go, the last stretch, 4 to 5 hours to Top House Road. And apparently I've got another couple of hours from there to walk into St Arnaud. So we'll see how we go time-wise. Just me now. Super Kiwi's gone down the 4-wheel drive track because it's a little bit quicker that way. But no, I want to do this because this is the legitimate trail in my mind, and there's a bit more climbing. So we'll see how it all happens. And one more little note, I did say, because a lot of people remember the Super Kiwi who have followed my channel from the very beginning and always ask how she's doing. So I finally managed to get her to sit down and have a bit of chat about everything she's done since we parted ways, because she's trying to finish before me, and you actually get to hear it from the horse's mouth. So I'm going to stick that up in the interview channel. So go look for it there if you want to, or remember the Super Kiwi from earlier on and you're interested in how she was doing. She has a little bit of a chat there about what she got up to. See ya. And how gorgeous is this? This is my first glimpse. I'm heading up the valley there by the river, and that's my destination tonight. I've got to walk around these hills and get down and then walk up that valley into the town of St Arnaud. Stunning. Wow, that's where we've come from, and there's some pretty thick cloud in there, so poor buggers going over the tops and that today, over the top Wairoa hut, and that might not be getting any view at all. So I've actually got quite a climb again, and this is a shared mountain bike track. Today's actually a Monday, so I'm not likely to come across too many mountain bikers, which is good. There was another gentleman we stayed in with the hut last night, him and Emma. They've gone down a four-wheel drive track, which is a lot shorter, but me being me, this is the official route. And this is where you've got to have that discipline to do every inch, because gee, did I feel like coming up here or taking the short way down that four-wheel drive track and going into town where I can get a cold drink and a pizza that much quicker? Of course I did, but nah, this is the official way to do things. There's a younger group of hikers coming behind me as well. They stayed last night at Hunter's hut, and just spoke to one of the hikers' mums who was just up at that hut waiting, and said yeah, they're going to duck down the four-wheel drive track as well. But so I might be the only one actually up here today. I might do this whole track and not see a single person. That'd be nice anyway. I like being in my own space. And let's get this last hill done. This is literally the last climb. Then I'm downhill into St Arnaud. We'll take a photo at the top. See ya. There we go, Nelson Lakes. I've always said it's one of the most beautiful parts of New Zealand that I've ever been to. And that's where we're heading. Well, there we go, the last summit, 1,325 metres above sea level, last summit of the Richmond Ranges, all downhill now to the Nelson Lakes, St Arnaud. I'm staying in the Alpine Lodge, an hour and a half to get down the hill. Took me a lot longer to get up here, got quite a nice looking road on the way down. Thank goodness for that. I'm glad I put in the extra effort and got up here, but far out, that was tough. At the end, this is 8 days, 7 nights. I just want to get down there and have a shower. It's been 7 days since I've had a shower and a good feed, not dehydrated food. But I've got to get down there an hour and a half. Then it's 750 metres to State Highway 63. And I've got an 8 kilometre road walk along an asphalt road to do it. So I ain't there yet. I've got a bit longer to go. So I'm going to keep going. We'll check in when I get down there. And if there's any views, I'll show you them along the way. See ya. Man, what a view. If we look closely, still a little bit of snow on the tops. Well, there we are. I'm at the junction now from the hut, Red Hills hut. They said 4 to 5 hours. It's taken me exactly 4, and that's with a break to organise my accommodation. And that was tricky because, you know, I'm actually coming out a day earlier than I thought, and I wanted to have that flexibility. I didn't want to lock myself in and book accommodation in St Arnaud, and I'm glad I didn't, but far out. The campsite was fully booked out, and I wanted a private room just to myself to chill out. I don't want to go sharing a dorm and that. I'm in my 50s, no way. Far out, $290 at the lodge was all I could get for a standard room, which means I've got to share shower facilities and that, but I don't care. And the lodge is the one where apparently they do these great pizzas. So, all right, down the gravel road, About to hit the asphalt in 750 metres, and then that last little bit, 8.5k into the heart of St Arnaud. Man, hopefully there's a corner store or something. I can go and get a cold L&P on the way in. See you there, bye. Well, if there's an emotion of being elated and shattered at the same time, that's what I'm feeling right now. Technically, arguably one of the two hardest sections of the TA's done, the Richmond Ranges, and I can talk more about that and comparing it to the Taurua Ranges later. So that's done, but for a TA hiker, you still got to walk your way into St Arnaud. Down this road right here, just over 8k to go, almost. Well, here we go, closing out for the day. This is the Alpine Lodge where I'm staying, and across the road's the general store. I'm going to get a nice cold L&P. But yeah, that was a tough day, but it's good to have the Richmond Ranges done. This is actually technically where I'm walking right now. This corner's the head of the Nelson Lake section. So technically, there go the Richmond Ranges. We'll check in again soon. See ya.